Lil Blood TV back again with another Lil Blood TV exclusive. Powered by Talking Media. We always powered by Talking Media. Today, entrepreneur, I should say. I want to say content creator, but it's beyond that because I remember bro doing that shit before it was even a thing. We'll touch on that later. Businessman, opened up one of the first, I'm gonna say a good minority owned business in West Oakland. And not only that, he reached out to the community and put a couple of good brothers in position of ownership. I salute him for that. Hyphy Burger, right on West Grand and Market, just opened up his second location, I believe, on 99th and International.
That's right.
99th and International. Presenting the son, introducing the others. Zach, how you doing, King?
Good. How are you?
Blessings. Let's get straight to it. I remember I had a conversation with you. I said, bro, why you don't be doing the funny videos no more? You like, bro, I had children.
Yeah.
And he was like, I really can't. Because your shit was kind of like fucking. Your shit was different. Let's get into that for a minute.
Yeah. So my videos was a little too crazy. We were just doing hella dumb shit. I mean, if some of y'all remember, it's the guy that got duct taped to the side of a car. I was the one duct taped, and we was driving up 880 by the Oracle, and then one time we got a U-Haul truck, put water in it, almost lost my life right there. I used to burn my friend's hair, just everything. I just do
shit, whatever you think of.
Whatever is crazy, I'm doing it. Whatever is stupid, I'm doing it.
What made you cross over into the restaurant business, should I say? You could have did anything. Why restaurant?
Well, I was in the so when I was 18, I had got into the smoke shop business, me and my brother, and then if you got the same product, you're selling the same product. If somebody opens up a smoke shop right next to you, all they got to do is just lower their own prices, and then the customers will just go to them because it's a price war.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I got to open up something where, nobody could really do that. Nobody can just be like, oh, I'd rather go here because it's cheaper. Like, no, the quality is different. So I need to get into the restaurant game, and I want to make it. Everybody I talked to about the restaurants, they said that it's very hard to manage because you have to depend on the chef. If the chef don't come, then the food sucks. You know what I mean? Then once you have that type of taste in people's mouth, they're not gonna come back. So I'm like, man, I gotta find something where it's simple, everybody can do. Basic, but really, really good, and just try to perfect it as much as possible. And just, I could duplicate it and go to any city and make the same thing. Just, put out a staff out there, train them, and then I could just go worldwide with it.
Let me get a little background first before we get into the Hyphy Burger. Yemenis, right?
Yeah.
Were you born in Yemen or?
No, I was born in San Francisco actually.
Okay.
But
city, nigga?
No, I'm from Oakland.
Okay.
I'm from Oakland. I was just born in the hospital in SF, but then I was raised in Oakland my whole life, in the 30s, and I went to Fruitvale Elementary, and then we had moved to Richmond for a little bit. I went to Montalva Manor Elementary for like 3 years, and then I came back, went to Bret Hart Middle School, Skyline, and then I dropped out.
Bret Hart. I went to Bret Hart.
Yeah, Bret Hart fun. Yeah, that shit was lit. I mean, when I first went there, I had just came from elementary school from Richmond, and then I went straight to middle school in Oakland, and I ain't know too many people out there.
Right.
Well, I ain't know nobody actually. I just knew some Yemeni guys, but then everybody at Bret Hart. I don't know if you remember, but
Bret Hart was different. It was one of the first schools, or the only school I've been to, where they had sign language classes and shit. They catered to the deaf.
Yeah, there was a lot of fights out there. I had to fight so many people just to get the respect. And once you fight one person, his friend get offended. You get off suspension. You come back 2 days later off suspension. You already got a bunch of people down that hill ready to fight you because you beat one of their ass. So I had to keep fighting, bro. And luckily, I never lost a fight. I'm a real fighter. I was on their ass. But most people respected me after getting their ass beat so many times.
Do you ever go back? Do you ever go to Yemen? You ever visit?
Yeah, I go to Yemen. I go to Yemen often. You feel me? I was there when I was a little kid, and then went back when I was 15, then 17, and I just kept going back and forth. So that's the thing about me. Like, I was raised in Oakland my whole life, but then once I hit 15, I went to Yemen, and then I started learning about the Yemeni culture. So I got two cultures within me. You know, I got the Oakland culture, and then I got the Yemeni culture, and I have to balance between both. And I also got religion. So you know, being Muslim, you know, it's a little strict. So you know, yeah, I have to balance through so many things just to be the person I am. Feel me?
Quick question. I always had this conversation. I had this conversation with Tommy G a couple of weeks ago. And I was telling them, like, the culture in Oakland is just the Bay, period, the Bay Area, but specifically Oakland. Like, you have Arabics, you have Mexicans, you have Chinese, you have blacks, you have whites. And, like, there's no color barrier. Like, we all talk the same. We all try to get some money. Of course, you know, it's little jokes and shit, but it's not no stone cold racism. You being an Arabic descent, right? Can you touch on that for a minute?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's a melting pot for sure in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Like we got everything. Like all my friends. That's what people in different states. So our Yemeni culture is hella tight. Like you know, we all know each other. So no matter what state you're from, you're gonna know me, or you're gonna know my family, or whatever. You know, we all keep close. So you know, the ones that are in Michigan, New York, the Yemenis, they always look at me and be like, "Bro, he's hella different," because he got hella different types of friends. Like you know, I got black friends, I got Mexicans, I got Tongans, I got this, and they're like my brothers. Like they literally, you know, like my family, you know. So they always be like, bro, this dude hella different because he's just, you know, most Yemenis, they just stay within each other, you know. They keep it cool with everybody, but like, you know, they always just stay with each other. But me, I'm just with everybody because, you know, I'm from Oakland. It's just, that's just what it is, you know. And we all talk the same. And, you know, whenever I go out of state, you know, sometimes, you know, just our language is, you know, I've been trying to stop saying, you know, the N word, but it's just, you know, raising in Oakland, it just comes out naturally. You feel me? You get called out your whole life, you know, it just becomes part of your language. And, you know, I try to stop saying it, but it's just sometimes it just comes out. And like, you go out of state and they be like, oh, I'm from Oakland, bro. What's up, bro? Like, bro, my bad. My bad if I offended you, but it's like, bro, it's just, you know, that's just how we talk out there. You know, we all, you get the Asians, no matter what type of Asian, no matter what type of Arab, no matter, we all talk the same, you know. We all eat from the same thing. We all family at the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Zackstv. What makes you start Zackstv?
Oh well, that's an Instagram page that it was a group of us, of my friends, and we was just like
The fuck out.
Can't all the time. We used to always do dumb shit, always talk about hella funny ass shit, and then we would just record it, and it just started going viral. Like everything we was doing was just going viral. And we just got like a little rush off of it. We was like, oh fuck it, let's just do this time. Let's just do this. And we just kept doing more and more dumb shit. But that's what made me start my our page. We was like, let me just keep posting it. I mean, I've been doing it though. Like if people knew me from high school, like I always been doing dumb videos. Like I used to be the dumbass of school. Like you know the class clown. I was the dumbass of the school. I went to Skyline. I never went to class not once.
And you graduated?
Yeah, and no, I dropped out. I dropped out 10th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also another thing. I dropped out. I don't have nothing, no degree, no whatever. I mean, what is it called? The diploma. I got no diploma. You know, I was So let me tell you this. The funny thing is I was doing bad in high school, and then but I was always smart. Like I was like my middle school, elementary, I was always like top grade, top student. But then when I went to high school, my dad, you know, shout out Pops, you know, but he a little cheap, you know what I'm saying? So he see free labor, he gonna put my ass to work. So I was like 13, learning how to be on the register and stuff in downtown Oakland, and I was just working, and me and my brother, and he just kept, you know, telling us what to do and stuff like that, and just bossing us around inside of the grocery store, and that's how I learned the business. I'm like, you know, the teachers came up to us, you know, when we first started high school, and they was like, oh, what do you guys want to be? What do you guys want to, you know, so we could get y'all ready to start heading towards there, you know, architect, doctor, whatever. And then I would search up like how much they make a year, you know, all that stuff, and it was like numbers that it was cool numbers, but I'm looking at the grocery store that I'm in, I'm like, my dad makes this shit in a month. Like, why would I, you know, in a couple months, why would I, you know, go to school and getting myself in debt and do all this shit, and then something I don't even want to do. And my dad's just at home chilling, have hella workers for him. He just be chilling with his partners every day, and just we working, right, and he get paid. So
quick
I'm like,
question,
man, I need to get into business.
Quick question. Do you think you dropping out of high school helped you more than it hurted you?
If it sure did, that's what I'm
Say
trying
that.
to tell you.
Say that.
That's what I'm trying to tell
Say
you.
that.
I was actually, it's funny because I was in, I went to Yemen like when I was in 10th grade, and I was like, man, fuck it. When I go back to America, I'm a, do my shit in school. I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna do my, I'm gonna get back on my shit. I'm gonna stop fucking around. And then I was watching, so when you in Yemen, you got hella free time. So I was watching a Chris Rock little stand up thing, and he's all like, I dropped out in 10th grade, which is the dumbest thing to do. Because if you dropped out in 10th grade, you might as well dropped out the second grade because you get the same type of jobs. And he's like, and the second grader will get more jobs than you because he has 8 years of experience.
Ooh.
So then I'm like, what the fuck? That's just so facts. Like
Right.
I'm gonna do that. I'm like, fuck it. Why the fuck would I go back? I'm gonna just drop out right now. Fuck it. Why would I waste my time in it? Not be a doctor because I gotta catch up on so many credit and all that shit. I mean, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just go right into business. Like I'm gonna go work, save up. I hit up my homies. I had an Asian pound, a Mexican pound. I hit up everybody I went to school and that was like my family. And I was like, hey, everybody save up. When I come back to America, we all work and we all go save up and put up money and try to buy like a little store and just make money off that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope as hell. Salute to you. And we're not promoting that kids drop out of high school.
No,
not at all. But
no.
that worked for you.
Yeah. And that's funny because Castlemont and Mac and all them, they're like, hey, we want to interview. We want the owners of Hyphy Burger to come and talk to our students. And I'm like, what am I gonna tell them? Drop out of high school? That's what I did. Like, what do I tell them? I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff in America. Well, we're not going to get political, but some systems are not. They're set for. We're not going to get into that.
How important it is or was for you to keep your business in the community?
Oh, that's hella important because the first thing is the people that are going to support you first is your friends. I mean, they're gonna support you regardless. But there is some people that are that's gonna come and not want to pay the price or want it for free or whatever because of they you know what I mean. But the best thing is just when you start off in your own community because you have so much reach, you have so much network within your own community. So it's like, hey, let's this is mine. Come support it. Come this. If you ever need anything, let me know. So it was hella important for me for me and Darian, Barrier Foods. To open up within our own community before we go open up, in San Jose or San Francisco, or whatever. We was like, let's open up here first, build our foundation, and then we could start opening up everywhere else. Because once we got our foundation set, it's easy to knock the other ones out.
How was the link in with Guap and Bay Area Foods?
How's the what?
The link. How did you link?
Oh, so Barrier Foods. So I didn't know Guap at the time. I just knew Barrier Foods. Somebody had put us it was hella random. Somebody put us in a random group chat and was just like, hey, I see you guys are both from the Bay. And that was when I was doing videos and he was doing videos. But I was way more famous than him at the time. I had like 60,000 followers at the time and he had like 20 or something. And then he put us in a group chat and was like, hey, you guys are both from the Bay. You guys should do a video together. And we just followed each other. We never really did much from there. But then he would pull up to my smoke shop on some genuine ass shit and just like record it and shout us out and like, yo, y'all come support, y'all come shop. I'm like, bro, I don't even know this dude like that, but he got 20,000 followers and he's like, trying to
push it for you.
Yeah, just hella genuine. I'm like, oh, this dude's actually pretty cool. And then I met him. I seen him at the smoke shop one time, and then we was talking, we was chopping it up, and then he's like, we was just hella cool. We just kept it hella cool. And then once I told my brother. My older brother, I told him that I want to get into the restaurant game and that I want to do this. And he's like, hey, why don't you tap in with your friend Barrier Foods? Like, he might be interested. And this is at a time where he was starting to blow up. Like, he had like 60,000 followers. And then he's like, just tap in with him and just see if he wants to do it with you. Because, he hella genuine and he knows chefs. He knows a lot of stuff about the restaurants. He knows marketing. He knows all this stuff. He's like, if y'all collab, it'll do really good. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually pretty smart. So I called him and he's like, yeah, I'm down. Like, let's do it. And then it was a history since. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now we locked in. That's my brother. love his mom, and he introduced Guap to us as he was, you know, Guap and him are hella, they're like brothers. They was raised together, and then Guap was just always helping him out, you know, with the Hyphy Burger. He's like, hey, let's do this, let's do this. Like he was always giving him ideas and stuff like that, and the Barrier Foods would tell us the ideas, and he's like, you know what, let's just all team up. You know what I mean? So Guap got in, Darian got in, we all got a percentage, and we was like, let's just all do it together. Fuck it.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
What was some of the challenges? Because I know it wasn't just no cakewalk.
Oh,
Especially getting the old school donuts and burger.
hell no, that shit was challenging. Well, first getting a location was crazy. Like we were like, we gotta get a drive-through. We gotta get a drive-through. So we was looking for drive-throughs, and then you know, drive-throughs are only on corner locations. So in order for you to get a corner location, you gotta pay top dollar. You know.
Right.
So everything was hell expensive. And then at the same time, like it was hella hard to find. But then like just with you know, alhamdulillah, like praise God, we found that location. One of my uncles hit me up and was like, hey brother, there's a spot. I'm talking to the owner, and you know, he wants to lease it. It doesn't have no for lease or nothing. I don't know how he got in contact with him, but it was just like I said, it's from God. And we was like, where's that? He's like, right there in West Oakland. I was like, bro, I know that building. Like I drive past it. Like I went there when I was a kid, when it was making the pancakes. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, bro, like I know that building. I was like, that'll be clean. But I really wanted to open up on High Street. You know, there's the Cardenas on High Street, and it's like the Burger King. Yeah. There's behind it. There used to be a Church's Chicken.
Church's Chicken. Well, that's my favorite restaurant. Yeah.
So I wanted to get that building, but then they had to do hella work to it and stuff like that. And they was asking for hella money, and like they wanted to sell it. They didn't want to lease it. So this one was for lease. I was like, all right, yeah, we got to put, you know, let's just do it.
Right.
So then, so that's how that came about. We got that one, and then it was just hella work after that. Like I wanted to make sure that we go through the city and go through every single code, even though everybody that owns a business was telling me like, nah, don't do that. The city's going to, you know, give you a hassle. They're going to give you a hard time. You're going to spend years. You're going to spend hella money trying to get up to their codes when it's not necessary. And I was like, nah, I'm going to do it regardless, because I'm going to need, I know when we open, it's going to be crazy. And I don't want to open and then the city come and shut you down for like, oh, no, you can't do this. And then, you know, you're going to get those haters that's going to be like, oh, they was rats. That's why they got closed down. So I didn't want to burn our name or nothing. I was like, man, let me just do this the right way, do everything by the codes, by the book. And then we open. And if it does good, then, you know, inshallah, it does good. And it did do good. It was doing very good.
Right. I've been there a lot, grand openings.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Members there.
Yes, sir.
I've seen like the support of the community.
Yeah.
The community supports you.
Marvelly, yeah.
Yeah, the community supports you. How does that make you feel? Like,
man, that feels great, man. I'm so glad that they like it, and that everybody loves it in the community. You know, we get those haters every now and then, like, oh, they're playing loud music. Oh, they're doing this. But it's like, you know, you always gonna get that 90% love and then the 10% hate, but people tend to focus on the 10% hate a lot more, and then that's what drags them down, you know. Right. And sometimes you getting all this stuff, like it got to me too at a point, you know, we getting everybody loving us, and then you get those little hater comments, and then it just like hurts you so bad, like damn, bro, like why you gotta hate, why you gotta. But then I just like learned how to just like block that, like okay, whatever. Everybody has different tastes, you know. You know, you said church is your favorite restaurant. Chicken. Some people would never eat there. They're like, fuck that. I'd rather get Popeyes. I'd rather get Dave's. You know what I mean? So everybody got their own different tastes, you know. People tell us that we better than In-N-Out. Some people say you guys suck. But, you know, majority, like I said, it's like 90% they love us. Yes, sir. They love us. And then you can't get caught up in the 10%.
Y'all get my money like twice a week. For sure. What's the end goal? What's the end game? Like,
man, the game is to open up in every city and every main city in America, you know what I'm saying? And probably worldwide, but yeah, that right now we're trying to hit every main city in the Bay Area. We're looking at Vallejo, San Jose, Frisco, you know, everywhere in the Bay, and then we're gonna start expanding Fresno, Bakersfield, LA, start hitting Vegas, then
Fresno will go crazy.
You know, yeah, just start hitting different states after that, you know. But we gotta right now we're trying to open up whatever's close to us, so that if anything was to happen, we could just rush over there and fix it. You know what I'm saying? When it's out of state, you got to depend on people, and some people just don't got that work ethic, to fix stuff, and it's challenging dealing with staff. That's one of the biggest challenges in any business, especially the restaurant business, because so you got to care about food in order for you to perfect it. Some people might not wrap the burger correctly, and then they get it. The customer gets it looking all fucked up, and then you get a pic. They take pictures, and it's not looking good, and you're just like, bro, I don't even. That you got to have somebody who cares about it in order for you to succeed in the restaurant business.
How do you handle stress, or do you be depressed at times? Do you get depressed?
Yeah, of course. Depression runs through all of us. But um, I'm hella, besides all the dumb shit I do, we all do dumb shit, but I'm also hella religious. I studied the Quran a lot, read it a lot, and that's how I deal with most of my stress and depression. I just know whenever I'm stressed is because it's something that I did to deserve that type of stress. So if you're perfectly aligned with God's do's and don'ts, which is like the do's are like give charity, pray, stuff like that, and then the don'ts is like don't do alcohol, don't gamble, don't do fornication. So
Right.
if you align with that, then it's very rare for you to be depressed. Very, very rare, because Islam means peace. So once you're following Islam, that's how you attain peace.
Yes, sir.
Your whole house could. You see them people in different countries. I don't know. I don't want to get political, but their whole house blow up. They whole family. Imagine you going home to your kid and you just grabbing them and it's a dead body. It's like dragging them out under rocks, and they still be like, Alhamdulillah, like all praise due to Allah, because they so aligned. But let that happen to one of us out here. That's out here. We too thinking about the worldly life. We getting drunk, gambling, doing stuff like that, worrying about the smallest little inconvenience can ruin our day. They going through the worst, and some of them, you know what I mean. Some of them going through the worst, and they still maintaining peace. So
Yeah, that's cold. I
yeah,
like that. Uh, I was conversating with my boy Bobo not too long ago. Shout out Bobo.
Ciao,
And
Coco.
I was telling him what drew me to like Muslim service. And when I was incarcerated, it was this brother. He used to call her Adon, and I used to think that was like one of the most beautiful things. And
Hmm.
Bobo was like, "Bro, the first person who did it was black." Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, no
Bilal,
fucking way.
Bilal,
Oh
yeah,
wow, yeah. I'm
yeah.
like, no way. He was like, yeah, bro. That's why.
Hmm.
He's like, that could be a spiritual thing or a
Yeah.
connection thing. He was
Hmm.
like, because I forgot. I don't know if it was the Prophet Muhammad, whoever it was, that told him like, Bilal, go do this, go do
Yeah.
this,
He
and that
told him to do it. Yeah.
came out of his mouth. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Man, I really don't know, bro. Like every year is different for me. I like it really is. Every year is different for me. I never really imagine what's going on. I mean, it's insane. Like I really can't imagine it. But my biggest thing right now is expanding Hyphy Burger and opening different businesses that
Right.
in the Bay Area. Because like I said, it's the network. At the end of the day, your network is your net worth,
Yes,
and
sir.
if you got people, you can tell people, hey, go pull up to my spot. Even if it's 5 people, you got 5 people. They record it. They're gonna show their 1,000 followers, and then now you got this, you got that. You know what I mean?
Say
It's networking. So that's why I'd rather stay within the Bay Area, and then we could expand from there. Because once you
it.
got a good name in the Bay, then you can make it anywhere. The Bay is and it's a loving community. Like no matter all the little stuff that go on, no matter how many crimes, no matter what it is, the community is just always
They love
loving.
his
They
people.
all is yeah, we always together. It's not like other other states and other cities where they just always getting into it and everybody just don't know each other and
Right.
everybody's stuck up. Everybody we hella close. So
If
yeah.
if you could go back and have a conversation with the 18-year-old you, what would be something you'll tell him?
All right, this is I I didn't want to bring this up, but I tell him don't gamble. That's for
Right.
sure. That's for sure. Like nobody, when I was that young, nobody really emphasized don't gamble. Like they tell you don't drink, don't smoke. Like within our families, they're like don't drink, don't smoke, don't kick it with bitches, don't do this. You know what I mean? Like they tell you what not to do. And then that's always in the back of your head. Even if you do it, you're already on all toes. Like, all right, I need to be very careful when I'm doing this, you know? But nobody really emphasizes don't gamble. You know what I mean? I see a lot of Muslim kids even these days, and like, you know, just even regular kids, they on them apps, you know, the sport betting apps and all this stuff. I'm like, bruh, no matter how good you think you is, that's an addiction. You're going to keep thinking you're going to win, but you're going to lose in the long run. No matter what it is, that's a failing business. Like you gotta never gamble. Like stay away from that. If you could quit right now, quit it. And if you didn't start it, do not start it. Don't even have fun with it at all. Like do not start gambling. That's like the worst thing you could do.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
How was the marriage life from the single life?
Oh, I really don't know the single life like that. I got married when I was 17.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I got married when I was 17. I went to Yemen when I was 16, and I stayed out there for 8 months. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to get married. Fuck it. You know?
You got married in Yemen?
I got married in Yemen. Yeah, I got married in Yemen. And, you know, that's the best decision I've ever made in my life. You know?
How many children you have?
I have two. A girl and a boy, yeah.
Bro, God is good. God is good.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I appreciate this sit down.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate this.
Appreciate Yogi, too.
Yeah, Yogi.
Shout out Yogi.
Shout out, brother. That's brother like a motherfucker. We been wanting to do it, but, you know, everything happens with time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for pulling up and doing this look with me. Where can the people reach you at?
Through Instagram, just Zackstv. I mean, I answer my DMs all the time, so yeah.
Do Hyphy Burger have Instagram?
Yeah, they have an Instagram. I don't control it. We have a social media team that controls it, so I don't see nothing on the Hyphy Burger account. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite burger?
Man, every day is something different, you know? Sometimes I be feeling the Hyphy Burger with lettuce and tomatoes. Sometimes I want the pastrami with the burnout burger. Like, it's just whatever I'm feeling. Sometimes I just go in there and get the loaded fries or just fries. Like, it's always different.
What about milkshake? Come on.
The milkshake, I have to go with the Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, that's mine too.
What
about the donuts, the fried donuts? Look at me. I know the things like the back. I'm telling you.
The donuts, we actually got some shit lined up. My favorite is the ones that haven't even came out yet.
Okay.
We got a lemon one coming out, like lemon frosting, lemon shortbread. We got a strawberry shortbread. We got we got a couple of stuff coming out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, Zach, man, I appreciate you. Hyphy Burger, the second location just opened up. What's the address?
9825 International Boulevard.
9825 International Boulevard. If you know, like I know, go support your people. Go support the people, man, in general. Like, I'm glad that Silicon Valley is not the only people that's just buying up the Bay Area and just setting up shop.
Yeah.
I'm blessed and I'm happy that we have brothers like Zach. And like I said, he's reaching back to the community. You know, he's helping people with ownership and teaching business and shit. So I salute you for that, kid. I salute you for that. Thank you again. My platform is your platform. Double back.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. All right.